Hello viewers. Welcome to our channel.
Let's begin with a story. A person by name Raj just bought his first house. He was really excited. But then, his neighbor, Ravi, started saying that a part of Raj's house actually belongs to him. Raj tried talking to Ravi, but Ravi wouldn't listen. So, Raj decided to take the matter to court as he have all required documents of the disputed property. Now Raj is in court, but here's the problem. Raj doesn't know what to do next. What should he do first? How does he explain his side of the story? And if the court rules in his favor, how does he make sure Ravi follows the judge's decision? This is where the CPC, or the Code of Civil Procedure, come into picture. It's like a set of instructions for how everything should happen in a civil case like Raj's case. In this video, we will see how the CPC helps people like Raj to solve problems in court. Let's start. What is CPC? The CPC is a procedural law which is re-enacted from previous code in 1908 and come into force from 1st January 1909. Okay, let's start with the basics. The CPC is a set of rules that tells us how to go to court and solve civil disputes, that is non-criminal in nature. It explains the steps to follow when filing a case, the process of a trial, how evidence is shared, and how court decisions are enforced. How evidence is shared, and how court decisions are enforced. It ensures that cases are handled fairly and consistently in court. In simple terms, think of the CPC like a rulebook for everything that happens in a civil case. It tells you the steps to follow when you want to sue someone or defend yourself in the court. What is inside the CPC? The CPC is divided into two main parts, sections and orders with rules. Sections. There are 158 sections in CPC. These are the main rules that explain the general laws for handling civil cases. They provide the big picture of how things should be done in court. Orders and rules. There are 51 orders in CPC. These give more specific instructions on how to carry out the proceedings mentioned in the sections. They cover the details for things like filing a case, handling evidence, and appealing a decision. Let's keep it simple. Think of the sections as the big ideas and the orders as the step-by-step instructions for everything that happens in a case. What happens in a civil case? So, how does a civil case actually been filed in court? Here are the basic steps. Filing the suit. The person who wants to sue, called the plaintiff, starts by filing a plaint, which is like a letter to the court saying that, I have a problem, and I want the court to solve it. After filing the suit and accepted by court, next proceeding will start, that is serving summons. Serving summons. Once the court gets the plaint, it sends a summons to the other person, called the defendant. This is a notice telling them that they've been sued and that they need to respond. After summons are received by defendants, next is filing of written statement. Written statement. The defendant writes back with their own letter, called a written statement, where they explain their side of the story. After submitting the WS. Next is the framing of issues. Framing issues. The court then decides the main issues in the case. Basically, it asks, what exactly do we need to figure out here? After framing issues, next starts the trials. Trial. This is when the judge listens to both sides, sees the evidence, and decides what happened. After completing the trial, next is the final proceeding, that is the judgment. Judgment and decree. After hearing both sides, the judge gives their judgment, which is the final decision. If the judge decides in favor of the plaintiff, it becomes a decree. This is the official order the losing party has to follow. Why is the CPC important? So, imagine, what happens if there is no such law that is CPC? Well, without it, civil cases would be a mess. The CPC helps keep everything fair and organized. It makes sure that everyone follows the same steps, whether they are suing someone or defending themselves. The CPC is like the rulebook for a sport. Without rules, the sport would be unfair and confusing. In conclusion, the CPC is super important because it gives us the rules for how civil cases should be handled. It helps make sure everyone gets a fair chance and that justice is done in an organized way. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you understand the CPC a bit better, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more videos.